Confident again being able to do this. Let's get things set up. We bring in the Fitbangs back. As you can see, the hospital did aid in some weight loss, but I need to keep at it. I need to take advantage of the pounds that I did lose and keep at fitness. I'm only on 5 pounds again because I don't want to deplete my calcium ionized levels. But I figured it was time to really show you girls what Fat Girl Fitness is about. I was half listening to my favorite morning program. I haven't been really active in a lot of chats lately because I'm trying to get the next novel finished too. The thing about actual health scares is that you can either wallow after it or you can be motivated to get the stuff done that you feel like if you don't, it won't happen. I have a new novel burgeoning in my mind. When I was in the hospital, I kept thinking about what I wanted to do with the characters. So I've been heavily in the creative mode. I had given my webcomic partner 8 scripts before I was hospitalized. I need to draft a couple of more so I feel comfortable not leaving them needed content. But the other night, while trying to go to sleep, I put on this mythology channel on YouTube. And I found out that everything I thought about for Olderun, which is literally a god of the Yoruba people, but it's going to be the name of the story that I want to turn into an actual comic or a web graphic novel. And it's just amazing to me that the mythology, I got so much close. I gender bent a few characters, and I think I can pay proper respect to cultures that I have ties to and give a good story. So I'm really excited about that as well. There is a lot on the horizon. So when I see somebody who had the opportunity, who claims to be creative, and yeah, I'm talking about your 2 favorite girls, the queens of girl world as they like to call themselves. One of them clearly has writer leans. I think she had a WhatsApp for a while. But instead of sitting there and writing and trying to develop her creative side, no, she's still eating, drinking, and trying to find a replacement caretaker. Something that I was scared after the last couple of times being hooked up to IVs and machines. I don't want that life. I still consider myself too young to be immobile, invalid, or any of those things. And now that our snow is melting, I'll be able to get outside, get on the land, start planting. I just don't understand these young ladies who have big audiences. This is something that they brag about because I guess that's a thing on YouTube. I don't know, don't care. But you got these young ladies who squander opportunities to be better, squander opportunities to make themselves, live longer and have something to actually live for besides consuming stuff. Like I said, my channel will never, ever be mukbang based because even if it got views, what's the cost? I was 512 pounds at my worst weight. And I can't even imagine being that size again. I can't even imagine feeling like I am going to die in a bed. Things are changing in my life for the good and the better. Why would I destroy that by shoveling thousands of calories into my face in a day? And when you get actual mental health help, you realize you can be around food. Food is not the problem. The fact that you can't control the spot in your brain that goes, this gives me pleasure, is the problem. I think there are too many people who don't want mental health help, but want to use mental health as a shield. And that drives me crazy too. Because as I said before, and there's no shame to it, I am a diagnosed schizophrenic, a diagnosed bipolar disorder, and I have been told by a psychiatrist that I exhibit sociopathy. This isn't for sympathy. I channel that shit properly. I know I can only deal with people so much. I love my family. I love my friends. They're not here to be exploited. Some of them actually did follow me over to YouTube though. You know, the thing is, there are different levels of this on the spectrum. And when you see somebody who exhibits a lot of stuff you do in the negative zone, you just want them to do better. And these girls, they don't want to. You can't tell me anything. Ooh, since I upped the tension on this to 7. It's a good leg workout though, and I need it. As you can see, I lost up top here, but not in the thighs yet. And that's going to be done with swimming and meditation as well. But the truth of the matter is, with my feeling on those two, is they ain't going to change. We are all just watching to see what happens next. Who the one in Oklahoma cons into being a relationship partner / caretaker, while she continues her cycle of, no, I'm really going to do this for them. I'm going to lose the weight for them, not for me, but for them. And then she goes back into her old habits. Then you got the other one who is complete in delusional fantasy. And I, as a writer, would have loved for her to channel that delusional fantasy into actual writing content. But she can't, because that requires work. It requires sometimes putting the internet to the side, which I'm happy to do. You know, this weekend was so peaceful. After I did my live Saturday, I went back to writing. Sunday, D&D, went back to writing. You know, I might lurk on YouTube every once in a while now, because with what's going on with Twitch and the alleged South Korea stuff, I don't know. And I want to make sure that my Bonnet Chronicles still has a platform and everything. So, you know, things are up in the air. Changes are happening. I said it on the live. My husband is going back to on-site work, so no more remote work. So I will be taking over the front office, our den of geekery, to do a lot of my stuff. There's a lot going on that's positive. And I think what drives me nuts about people who waste time, who squander opportunities given to them. You have a large platform where you can make your life better. One's in a whole entirely different country, and all she wants to do is pretend. I don't hide. I know people want to mock my looks. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to look good for you. My exercise is for me, because I do not want to be immobile. I have stuff to live for. So, you think I'm ugly? Good. That means less chance of you bothering my ugly ass. What cracks me up the most is the sitting underneath that one table that I think is the table that she got. They called it the teeny table. To hide her lower half. Like, we haven't seen full body shots. Your latest video where you're supposedly celebrating Kuwait. You're not fooling anybody. So I don't understand what Miriam thinks she's doing, along with the sub for subs thing, that anybody who gets involved with that chick should know she's a void, a toxic void of just selfishness. And she will destroy anything in her wake to get what she wants. So those people who are now suffering because sub for sub is legally, I guess technically the TOS is a legally binding contract. It's against the fucking rules. Now, if you want to encourage people to go to somebody's channel and see what they do, that's different. Like, when I do my lives now, I'm going to highlight funny people. I'm going to highlight horrific people. That's the point. When I want to say somebody I'm watching, like Dan's Aquariums, just peaceful content, I will say that. But I don't say it with any expectations that anybody owes me anything. I don't like the quid pro quo side of YouTube. And too many people get accused because you like certain creators or you hang out with certain creators. Oh, you're just trying to social climb. I'm an anti-social person. There's no social climbing on this end. I'm telling you, navigating these YouTube streets has taught me a lot of things. I'm not fucking with a lot of the instigators. I'm sorry. I'm just tired of seeing the same shit that I've seen on Twitter for 10 years. The constant back and forth. The constant nonsense. You know? And I just want to have fun. Life is too fucking short. You know? And after the last 2 months, I've learned how dangerous it can be even when you're trying to do the right thing. One health issue bottomed into several. And one was seriously dangerous enough to where I had to have a GI tube. So no, I'm not going to play these games. If I find you fun, I'll be in your chat. I might not say much right now because I really want to get these creative projects done. It is so important to me that I get the ideas that I had mulling in my brain out. It's important to me that I pay homage to my ancestry. All of them. It's just something that really weighed on me, you know? And with the way the doctors changed their tune when I showed them, yeah, I can do PT. Yeah, I can get up and do things myself. No, I don't want assistance. I'm not invalid, you know? Especially when that GI tube came out, I could not wait. Because I was having them unhook it so I can at least go to the bathroom by myself. I do not want to ever get to a point where immobility is an option. And I can't believe that there are people out there, especially you, Miss Everyday, that want that life. Because you think you've got the kind of caretaker that's going to put up with you. He doesn't even want to show up in the videos and own his nasty side. He left you high and dry on the one thing you wanted most. And I guarantee you, just like with BB, just like with Pete, the boredom's going to get to you. But unlike with those two, you're not going to have the easier options to cheat this time. And that's sad for you. You said something along the lines of, well, we can't live in this apartment if we're not a couple. He doesn't have to stay there. All he has to do is show up when it's necessary, flash those papers that use it together, and bounce. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that somebody who can stream at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m., somebody who can get up that early just to make your version of corn and mayonnaise, doesn't have a roommate or a partner with them. Now, even if your man sleeps heavy, there's no way you should be disrespecting your house like that. But we know it's just your house. Your little cleanup video cracked me up too. Because as you can see, my space stays clean. I do not, like I said on the live and I mean it, I like order. I grew up in a military family. My grandfather's flag is framed up there on our bookcase. So we didn't really have a choice. You did not want to risk the wrath of having a dirty room. So it really bothers me that her little kitchen with the drain took all of that out of her. And then when she opened the door to allegedly move the laundry basket out, there were bags of garbage already. Honey, you're hurting yourself with that. Filth, sloth, gluttony, that's not a good combo. I'm telling you, all of us wrestle with inner issues. All of us. There's no perfect beings out there. But when you make a combo that is so self-destructive as not, oh, your sciatica makes it where you can't clean your house. Your sciatica makes it where you can't bend to put groceries away properly. Really? Because exercise actually helps sciatica. And if you can't do walking, which we've seen, walking's still a bit hard for you there, Miriam. There are pools. There are all women pools in your city that you could go to and water walk, water aerobics, maybe learn how to swim. Water tension actually does, you'll feel it after, but you can get so much more done. But you refuse to change anything about yourself. You think you're perfect as you are, filters and all. And I'm here to tell you, I don't think so, Heffa. I think that deeply rooted in your mind is the desire to be a child again. And as somebody who, I enjoyed my childhood for the most part. There were goods, bads, and in-betweens. I don't want to go back to that. I like having my own. I love having my family. I love the future that I can see via my creative projects. When you have something to live for, you don't focus on going backwards. Stories about my past, that's just it. Who the fuck cares? What are you doing now is the most important. And for both of those girls, they really don't have a lot going on right now. They need drama. They need people like us talking about them to make them interesting and relevant. Now, I wanted to, because it's about a little after 11, I wanted to get this done early because I'm going to be, even though I watched it yesterday as a member, in Mr. Snowflake's live chat when he displays to the world that documentary again. Even though I'm going to be in the background listening and writing, it was fascinating seeing Chantel's life broke down from near the beginning. And all the constant lies already. And he's only in the first one. It gets worse and crazier in the next. And you've got to stay to the absolute end. Because there's a little nugget that he drops at the very end with Jimmy Bunker that made me roar with laughter. And I almost didn't stay to the end because I wanted to get back to the story. But I was like, let me just keep listening. They took a trip. I thought it was to Cyprus. That's what Mr. Bunker said when he was putting those pictures up. Because I did give him a follow. And, no. So please stay to the very end to see where they may have gone. Because this is all alleged conspiracy, whatever. I just love that there are people out there that just want to put the facts out there. Using the Heffer's own words. And she keeps going, oh, it's in the past. They're just attacking me because I'm fat. They're attacking you because you're an awful person. Everything about you has screamed selfishness, self-centeredness, sloth, gluttony, and just not a nice person. You harmed a cat that you had for years. You let your partner, or roommate, as I'm going to call him, continuously harm her, which was shown in the documentary, that no mercy bullshit. You keep saying things like, well, she's already gone in my mind. I got a clip of Proof of Life that shows she's thriving, she's surviving, and she's floofy, y'all. Like, adorably floofy, energetic, moving about in ways that she couldn't because her old place had bags of trash and box mountains to traverse. She had claws digging into her little paw pads. There is a clear difference between the life that BBJ had and the life that she currently leads. And it's sad that Chantel likes to act like she's being exploited. That update was a year in, on the anniversary of the day that she was rescued. Not stolen, rescued. And now she is with her forever family. So when Chantel tries to say stuff like, oh, you're trying to make things about my size. No. You could be 120 pounds, and if you were doing the god-awful things that you were doing, you would not be treated any differently, Heffa. The thing is, she seems to, in her mind, think that it's all about weight, it's all about size. No, it really is how you carry yourself a lot of times. I watched this young lady that did the Amber cycle earlier, too. And it's the same. You watch these women because they refuse to fix their lives. You watch these women because the spectacle of it all is interesting. And it's sad that it has to be like that. It's sad that this is what brings views in for them. I'm going to go on a weight loss journey, y'all. I'm on this health kit. Then, oh, I cheated. I don't know. I got up at 5:30 in the morning and I had to eat 5,000 calories of pasta and noodles. And somebody who grew up in New York with very heavily Italian influential friends, the kind of friends that you couldn't go over their house and say no to a meal, I would never have pasta that early. You know how heavy that is on your stomach? But I'm not Chantel. I don't even understand the ordering Taco Bell at 2 a.m. like a certain little Miss Oklahoma either. By 2 a.m., if I am not sleeping, I'm listening to something that can help the creative process, or I'm listening to something that's going to knock my ass out, because sleep is super important. I don't understand people. Yeah. Oh, it seems like that. They can leave a message. That's my insurance. I'm not dealing with United Healthcare right now. Bad enough with them, I have to literally shop for doctors downstate because a lot of the doctors up here don't take that insurance. It's been a mess, y'all. And I need some extra follow-ups. So I have to go back downstate to make sure that these people take what I have. It's not been fun. But, you know, life is like that when you want to live, when you want to get together. And I hope you like my ringtone. I'm not a fan of phone calls as an introvert. So while my family have their own ringtones that let me know, yeah, pick this up, that is the general thing. Telling people to shut the fuck up. Because I just don't have the energy for talking on the phone with people that want to go over my healthcare benefits. I already know my benefits. And I know that a lot of doctors up where I live don't take those benefits. So I'm going to be paying down a few co-pays, but that's life. That's what you get when you're an adult and you just want to do the right thing. So, you know, I'm just happy I'm here. Whether you get ups and downs, you got to keep striving. You got to keep doing. You got to keep moving and making sure, hey honey, and making sure that you're focused on the present and the future if you can. And when you have something to live for, it isn't about the late night binges that these girls indulge in. It's not about waking up and craving rice and pasta. And as somebody who grew up in like a combined blended family, I understand having rice as a dietary staple from time to time, but not every day. An 11-pound bag of rice for Foodie, she's going to need more by her next grocery haul. You know it, I know it. Like some people during the 2019 to 2021 season, I got in the pandemic mode. It's where I went up in weight again. No shame to my game, I'm working to get it off. But one of the things that I bought was a 25-pound bag of fucking rice because I thought, you know, if the end of the world starts to happen because people are getting sick and infected, I don't want to have to go out shopping and stuff. So I bought a lot of bulk shit. We had to carry so much bulk shit up here from where we were living because I completely bulk shopped so that we wouldn't have to go out and grocery hunt so much. Let me tell you, there is still a shit ton of rice because I don't make it a lot. A, the boys don't really eat rice like that, and I don't need it. But we have it just in case. I don't understand her buying an 11-pound bag of fucking rice when she's supposed to be getting out of their house, going around Kuwait, shopping regularly. Like I said, there is so much wrong with the attitude. But the thing is, you have to be the one that wants to change. You have to be the one to understand that, yeah, food is there to eat, but you ain't got to eat it all the time. And you have to be the one to understand that mobility is better than a sedentary lifestyle. Getting out of the house the last few days has been amazing too. I never used to want to. When we lived more closer to a city-like place, I just didn't want to be around people. It was exhausting for me. Now I'm literally a witch of the woods. There's no reason. You go outside, you see animals. You see trees. You see a clear sky. Last night we went for a little bit of a drive and you could see the moon just beautiful. And the illuminated sky was just awe-inspiring. And I just don't understand. These two combined have made enough to where they could get themselves a little piece of land if they had wanted, if they didn't want to be around people so much. But they're liars. It's not about not wanting to be around people for them. It's about not wanting to be around people that judge them. And what do you expect? When I was 500 pounds, I got judgment from all angles because you do that to yourself. It's not a medical thing. It is you are eating the feeling or you are just, you don't care. That is completely extreme letting yourself go. And I know that by saying this, oh, she just hates. She's a self-hater. I don't hate myself. That's why I'm motivated to get myself to a better place. The thing is, The people who like to call those of us who criticize their inaction and their gluttony as haters, I hate the actions. I don't really know you as people. I know enough about you the way I don't want to get to know you as people. There's a difference between hating the shit you do, hating the way you represent bigger girls online, versus hating you as a person. Now, if I knew you personally, yeah, I'd probably tell you to your face, I don't care for you. But I don't know you as anything but internet personas. Both of you are giving up already. And it's sad because you're with one of them over 10 years younger than me and still could do what you need to do to bounce back and get it together, but you're afraid you're going to lose viewers, which is fucking dumb. And the other one is almost 40. And I'm telling you, as somebody in my damn near late 40s now, you don't want to be falling the fuck apart because you don't want to do the work that's necessary. And like I told you, baby steps. I should have been filming this Fitbang when I first got out of the hospital again, but I was ashamed because I was back at 20 minutes. Couldn't even do 10 minutes of arm weights. And when I tried, my levels dipped again. So I had to be careful. I had to get the right combo of things so that I could do what I needed to do to get back to these proper. And now that I'm back at 30 minutes, it is better for me to start taping these again. At least once a week, if not twice a week, if I have a topic that I want to talk about. But the whole idea that you think you can't do this even, it's a little recumbent bike. Now, depending on the size, because these bikes do not normally go over 350. You know, I chanced it when I first started because I was definitely well over 350. And now I'm under that. So it is a bit smoother. And you can set the tension from 1 to 8. And the tension at 7 is really working my legs out, which is good because they are my target goal right now. The thing is, you could get stuff like this because they build bikes now for bigger people. You could, if walking outside because it's too hot, develop a path around your place. There is absolutely no reason to keep them mobile. And I feel like they both make a lot of excuses, even though the one in Oklahoma does get out a little bit more, for why they're just getting the SADs. They're just getting their feels, and they gotta eat their feels. And it's everybody online's fault, even though I could tune that out. You think you're not the only ones that get negative attention online? Everybody does. Even nice people get negative things. Penguin Zero, Charlie as most of us know him as, was doing a really nice thing last night. He's been giving away funds to people who need it. And one of the things you got to do is fill out a form and add your name to things and ask for how much you want and give him a short, brief reason why. This asshole decided to shoot his shot by saying, I can't believe you think anybody would need funds from you. How dare you insult your audience? He wasn't insulting his audience. He was trying to share his good with the people who supported him. But you always have those people that have to be contradictory clowns and find a reason to fight. Find a reason to turn a positive into a negative. So if you're using that as an excuse for why you can't better yourself and lose weight and just get to a healthier fat side, you don't even have to get completely skinny. Girls, just get to a point where immobility and issues with your health aren't completely wrecking your system. Now, I don't know about the Heffa in Kuwait being able to do that. She has a lot of unaddressed system. But I'm talking to the more mobile one here in the States. You don't want to get to 40 and have everything bottled up just explode out. This is on you. You have to get it together. Can't nobody else make you do it, honey. Whew, and that is 30 minutes, y'all. I am good. I am sweaty. And I feel so much better getting to this point again. Say what you want about me. I am still a big mama. But I am coming down because I am taking this shit seriously. And like I said, I know since joining YouTube...
Hey, Big Mama.
Hi, honey. I'm just sweaty and tired. But, like I was saying, I know that since joining the YouTube commentary world. There'll always be people that say shit about me. Let them. That's on them. You want to shoot your shot with me, doing an insult, trying to pull me into a fight that you're having with another creator or anything stupid, I'm just going to leave you to the side. Because I'm here for fun. I'm here for calling out the heifers, and I'm here for showing fat girl fitness. If you're down with that, great. If you're not, great. It's a big fucking internet, y'all. But, whoo, Lord. Let me tell you. It has been good being able to get back to my routine. It is a nice, sunny day. And I am sweaty, so I've got to go get myself clean. But I'm here in my mama chair again. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what level of fitness you're at. All that matters is that you care enough to want to keep going. You care enough to want to keep moving. And there are too many people that don't. And that troubles me more than anything. It doesn't make me sad because it's their life to lose. But it does make me question the reason why the site continues to give them the opportunity to self-destruct in front of all of us. But, you know, I'm going to wrap this up. I've got a lot to do, and I definitely don't want to miss the Mr. Snowflake Live. I believe it's at 1 p.m. my time, so I'm really excited about that. And even if I'm not chatting a lot, I will be in the background listening while I get the next novel written. Thank you all for watching this, and I'll see you all soon.